Well, hello again, and I'm John. I'm back again with Human Heritage from Templates for Change. And today we're going to be looking at African tribal wisdom and the famous African anthem, Nkosi Sigaleli Africa. And here we have the African landscape of the Western Cape. Because in fact, the lands and the skies of Africa, the mountains and the landscapes, were the place of the arising of the human race. And it's fascinating and extraordinary to think that, isn't it? It's the home where we've all come from, as we have eventually spread from Africa across the world. And therefore, in a very special way, the human heritage of African tribal wisdom and proverbs speaks to us all from, you might say, ages past to the present day, and very much in simple, direct, and inspiring ways. And this can connect us to that extraordinary long lineage of ourselves in this marvelous and wonderful land of Africa. Now, of course, part of these presentations of human heritage is still a personal journey. And in this particular journey, I've been very fortunate to meet the lives of two quite remarkable people in putting this together. One was Enoch Sontonga and the other was Barbara Tyrrell, who, in their very different ways, are both an important part of the African story, as we can see. Now, Enoch Sontonga lived a humble and obscure life, but wrote one of the most iconic anthems of all time that's now, of course, known all over the world, Nkosi Sigaleli Africa. And Barbara Tyrrell, perhaps not so well known, but who amazingly reached her 100th birthday in March this year, from the 1940s recorded the disappearing daily life and ceremonial dress in South Africa with quite extraordinary, unique, beautiful, and important watercolors of a time now mostly lost, but she recorded it. And so, what occurred is the combining, you might say, of the living wisdoms of the proverbs of Africa, together with Barbara Tyrrell's stunning depictions of the very lives these wisdoms came from, and together with Enoch Sontonga's original poem, now set to music, later becoming part of the iconic national anthem of South Africa. Now, to his original words in Xhosa are added words in Zulu and Sesotho, and this is the part used here to conclude the wisdom stories, the part in African languages, and placed with Barbara Tyrrell's evocative watercolours. So I hope you'll enjoy this. Wherever man goes to dwell, his character goes with him. A cutting word is worse than a bowstring. A cut may heal, but the cut of the tongue does not. Do me a favour during the rainy season, and I shall do the same for you during the dry season. When a needle falls into a deep well, many people will look into the well, but few will be ready to go down after it. When making a fire, people like to join you. When cleaning the ashes, you are often alone. Only a fool tests the depth of the water with both feet. Wisdom is like the baobab tree. No one individual can embrace it. By coming and going, a bird weaves its nest. We start as fools and become wise through experience. To be happy in one's home is better than to be a chief. Instruction in youth is like engraving in stones. He who cannot dance will say, "The drum is bad." If you climb up a tree, you must climb down the same tree. When two elephants fight, it is the grass that gets trampled. Tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. There are two things over which you have complete dominion, authority, and control: your mind and your mouth. Ashes fly back into the face of him who throws them. Where you will sit when you are old shows where you stood in youth. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this today. The beautiful pictures of Barbara Terrell, the wonderful African wisdom to go with them, and of course the ringing words and sounds originating from Enoch Sontonga's wonderful poem about Africa. Okay, bye now.